here on Kiwi.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Off on tour for February, it is her make-believe band going all over the country, the small places, the big places, the in-between places, and now here in the Kiwi studio as well. Si and Vanessa, welcome back.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. And you've and I've just learned that you've been back from London for a few months now, enjoying the New Zealand summer. All been going well?
Yes, it's been going very well. I'll be back for a couple of months, and Vanessa's been back for 5 or so, and it's wicked.
Yeah.
We've had
really
like a month of just holiday, pretty much, which is...
And sunshine, which you you really, really get in London.
Yeah, well, that's right, and you've dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
Got a very cold, frosty bullet over in that part of the world. So a perpetual summer, I think you were saying.
Yes,
Si.
I had an amazing run. So, but we need to make some money now. And holiday's great, but it's not good for the bank account.
True, and I guess touring is one way to do that. But you guys have had the album AM Radio out for a wee while. In fact, last time you were in about a year ago, that had only really just been released.
Yeah, that was our tour here. That was our sort of New Zealand release. We released it a little bit before in London, but that was the official New Zealand debut of it, and we toured it. Yeah, so it's been out for a couple of years. We are thinking about the next album and figuring out the best way around that. So
this is the last tour on that album, and then we'll come back and knuckle down, do some writing, and dominate the next one.
Dominate. And when you say do some writing, so you haven't got all the songs ready for
some
it?
of the material's there, but definitely not all of it. And what we have needs just a bit of work and a bit of tidying up. So we've got some of it, but no, we need to have a good write. The last few months have been quite tumultuous. Being that we left London and then I was in Malaysia for a while, and then we're back here.
Really.
Yeah, so it's been mostly focused on getting this tour sorted and just getting our lives together.
Yeah.
And it's not really the kind of behaviour which is conducive to writing music. You know, you need to be relaxed and in the right frame.
Is difficult for
What do you need? I mean, do you really need total kind of separate time, like a batch somewhere, or what does it require?
I kind of do. Not a batch somewhere, but I just need to lock out a bunch of time, like 2 or 3 hours a day, in which I'm not tending to my phone or email or that kind of stuff, and just because it's just too much having clutter in your mind and trying to write on top of that. Yeah.
Well, so back in London, from what I understand, you guys had a band together, so it wasn't just Si and Vanessa, it was other members as well. Mm-hmm. Are they still over there?
Yeah. We did perform as a duo in London too. We did both. We had a band. We were a duo at the beginning, and then we decided we thought a band would add to the sound, and we developed a really great band with 2 amazing musicians in London that we were playing with and other groups, and we had a 4-piece, which was great. But then we also, through New Zealand playing, where we were always a duo, we found that we really enjoyed playing as a duo as well. So we started doing both in London, and then that was one of the hardest reasons to leave, because it was like saying to them, sorry guys, we're going away. The band's the band ostensibly still exists, but obviously we live in New Zealand and they live in London, so the chances of us playing together again are quite slim.
And it's not. It's cool having a band. Like it's no offense, Vanessa. It's great. It's great playing in a duo, but it's really nice having a band. And that's the cool thing about this tour. We're doing it with Dave Khan, and he's a good mate of ours from long ago. And
it is fun having another musician.
And so he plays banjo.
Yeah,
he plays the banjo.
He plays lots of things, but on this tour we've locked him into banjo.
And from what I remember, the tour last year, you guys experimented with one particular microphone that you guys would stand around and play to. It was like an old-time radio type microphone or something.
It was kind of more of a bluegrass approach. I think a lot of the bluegrass bands do that. And
I really enjoyed that. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. When it worked, it was amazing. When it didn't work, it was just because of the EQ, because it's so sensitive. You need to really ring out the system and get it right. And when you can't do that, then it's just...
You get feedback?
And hellish feedback.
Because it's so sensitive, you need to pull out all these specific frequencies, and neither of us are amazing sound engineers. We know what we're doing a tiny bit, but you need someone who knows what they're doing.
But when it did work, it was beautiful because the voices get to blend in the air before they're amplified, so you get a really natural, beautiful, and you're able to. You have to be conscious of mixing yourself physically. Like you have to stand back from the mic when you want to be quieter, and you have to stand closer. And the bluegrass bands that you see, the really great ones that do that, they've got 5 people around one mic sometimes, and they're mixing themselves in and out for solos and backings, and it's amazing. It's really, and that's why it sounds so great.
And it's visually, it's quite cool as well.
It's like a dance routine because they're nipping in and out, and it's phenomenal.
So none of that this time round. You're putting the microphone away.
We're going to try
for a couple.
It's mostly because on the gigs, sometimes we have engineers, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're using our rig, sometimes we're using the house rig. Sometimes we've got 2 hours before the show to figure it out. So it's sometimes I think if we can, and a few of the venues we know the venues and we know the engineers and we know it'll work.
As long as it's not like something I saw at the Big Day Out on Friday, a guy called Reggie Watts. I'm really looking forward to seeing him over at the Lily World. Took ages for him to come on. When he came on carrying all his equipment. We're like, oh, okay, well, it'll take him a little while. And he's got all these chords. He's plugging them in. That took about 10 minutes. We thought, okay, he's ready to play. Then he walks off, and then on comes a keyboard with a whole bunch of chords all coiled up. I'm like, no, we can't stick around with this.
Well, that's the good thing about being largely acoustic, that we don't have a great deal.
Yeah, just walk on and start.
Pretty much just plug in and go. Apart from this microphone, which needs a bit of sorting out.
Yeah. Talking about sorting things out, do you guys now have a support band for the tour as well?
No.
I know that the bands were initially, but that's been unable to happen.
Unfortunately, which we were really looking forward to because we were we were going to collaborate on some songs and it was just going to be really fun musically and socially. But no, we decided to do it just ourselves, and we're still kind of, the idea of the tour was to create a show, so that the gigs will start at the time that there's, mostly it's 8 o'clock, some of them are a bit later, but that the show starts on time and that there's an interval and it's like creating more of a show than kind of a wander-in kind of gig. And so to kind of still create that show, we're going to do the first set, probably just the 2 of us, and then bring Dave on for the second set, so it'll kind of lift it a bit, and we're structuring the set so that it does build towards the end, so that it still has that sense of a show, which we just kind of, we really enjoyed that. On the last tour we did, it was just the 2 of us, and we played 2 sets and we did the same thing, so it's not such a struggle to do the show, the tour alone. It was just that it was going to be fun to have the bands, but it was so close to the start of the tour that to start trying to find not only someone that we would want on the tour, because there's loads of people that would be great, but someone that's free for the next 3 weeks, and
because it is a fair whack of time, starting on Wednesday the 2nd at Mighty Mighty in Wellington, then heading to Greymouth, Wanaka, Dunedin, Littleton, Geraldine, Nelson, Picton, Wanganui, Tokomaru, Napier, Raglan, Onefero. Where's that?
It's just south of Auckland. It's a place we've just learnt of through some friends. It sounds like it's a beautiful little theatre just south of Auckland. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
And finally finishing off in Auckland on the 20th. There's quite a few dates between the 2nd and the 20th.
And we did cram them together because we thought that, first of all, we thought we'd have a support, so we thought the pressure would be off us a little.
Yeah.
And so I just packed the dates in, just trying to squish as many without, because last time we had quite a few days off and it was really nice, but it took us a month to get around the country. So we just squeezed them together, and now that it's on us, we're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be driving every day and playing every night, 2 sets. And
that'll be cool.
It'll be great, though.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Plenty of opportunities for all kinds of people all over the country to see you. The website, probably, I guess, to find all the dates and figure it all out, will be hermakeabelieveband.com. And you can get tickets through there as well.
There's pre-sales for Wellington and Auckland, definitely. And pre-sales for a few of the other shows directly from the venues, but it's all on our website.
Great, and we're in for a treat now because you guys are going to play a song.
We are indeed.
Cool. Her Make Believe Band live in the Kiwi studio.
Right. This is a song called Molly, which is actually one of the new ones, which we did have on the last leg of the tour, but it isn't on the album, so it will be on the next album.
Let me know.
Sounds pretty good to me.
That's pretty in tune. Okay.
Cut me some slack, boys, I'm packing it in. I gotta see that Molly again. Such a long time coming, it's a rough road to ride. Don't know I'll make it, but I'm sure gonna try. I was young, I must have been 20, playing for tips at a bar in the city, strumming some old insignificant song. She starts stomping and singing along. She asked for a tune and I barely knew it. I told her I did and I fumbled on through it. She threw down her chord like some hero's disguise and danced like a flame, like a sacrifice. We needn't speak, I knew what she was saying. Each movement answered what I was playing. Every arch of her back, every sweep of my hand. But the way it turned out, I can't understand. Oh, sweet Molly, my brother's had his turn. Had 5 good years to treat you right. No more does he deserve. Oh, sweet Molly, take a chance on me. Pick up from where we left off. So get your dancing shoes. My brother's got ways that I can't fathom. He seems to get women just by looking at them. Smelling like Old Spice, tobacco and cider. He slid on in and pushed up beside her. Spoke something into her ear, and with those words my love disappeared. I could feel it escaping, my broken heart beating, picking up pace like an army retreating. Sure enough, my prediction was sound, sure as a stake driven through the ground. They left me playing and shaking and sore, her hand cupped in his as they walked out the door. Oh, sweet Molly, my brother's had his turn. Had 5 good years to treat you right. No more does he deserve. Oh, sweet Molly, take a chance on me. Pick up from where we left off. So get your dancing shoes. I don't know how they lasted so long. She's so right and he's all wrong. What she sees cripples my thinking, doing the work while he does the drinking. And we meet as a family once every year, and he's too far gone to ever appear. But Molly don't fail us, and that fire in her eyes flickers a little, but it's still alive. And each time I think about driving away with Molly beside me, we'll start a new day. Windows down and music loud. One of these days I'll get these words out. Oh, sweet Molly, my brother's had his turn. Had 5 good years to treat you right. No more does he deserve. Oh, sweet Molly, take a chance on me. Pick up from where we left off. So get your dancing shoes.
Who Make Believe Band, Si and Vanessa in the Kiwi studio playing for you live here this morning, and you can hear them on tour as well, all over the country in all those places I just mentioned. Go and check them out also on the website, whomakebelieveband.com, for all the dates as well. Thanks so much for coming on and playing live. Really nice to see you back here again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
One day, 6 stages.